Hello friends, today I am reviewing a phoenix of a pen. This pen is from a company Esterbrook. Esterbrook has been associated with American history since 1858, and then the shutters down and then reinvented again. This pen is ST, which is Esterbrook for short. Now this comes in a standard and an oversize. This one is a slim, and I believe the differences lie in the dimension of the writing section, although I am not really very sure about that. Now before I proceed further, I'd like to thank Mr. Used from Applebaum, who upon my request very graciously loaned over this pen for review. Now let's come to the pen. Usually I'm not very much enthused regarding reviewing the pen case, but then let me show you this one. Now this is a vermilion toned pen case, and it has a kind of a jute fabric with which it's lined on the outside. And I feel that it has that kind of a ethnic charm which so it can find a place on your table. This is a magnetic latch, and after it's opened you can see American original ribbon, and you have the pen nestled there in the soft cloth along with the cartridge and a converter. This is a cartridge converter pen, and it has a JoWo nib, so it has a standard Schmidt converter along with the universal cartridge. Now this is a polishing cloth, and the polishing cloth which we generally find in the case that comes with Urushi pens or pens that deserve a lot of attention is accompanying an acrylic pen. Now why, you may ask? This acrylic is slightly different, and I believe it may need a bit of pampering also. It's pretty smooth, silky to touch. So a good accompaniment. You can use it for other pen needs also. Let's go further on this. This is a cigar or a torpedo shaped pen. It's a cartridge converter acrylic body. The material has a lilac colored marbled pattern, and it has a lovely muted chatoyance, which is not in your face kind of a feel, subtle and beautiful. The finial and the cap are one, and the clip is simple straight chrome plated one which comes out of a tiny slit in this cap, and this would speak a bit about the craftsmanship behind this pen. You have enamel filled Esterbrook carved out there on the lower part of the cap in a running hand, which feels pretty retro. And I love the capping mechanism. It has a spring loaded inner cap sleeve, so you feel that springy push while opening. It opens up in just about one turn. There you find the spring, and the threads are smooth with the uniform resistance while capping and uncapping, and as I said, opens up pretty comfortably in one turn only. The trims on the writing section are intelligent, with one ring from the barrel thread and the other separately placed above the threads, which you would note now. So this one is the barrel, and the ring is basically a part of the barrel only. Now there is a very subtle taper which you can appreciate, and the flare of the writing section, which has a very comfortable thickness. The whole form has a universal elegance and subtle appeal which resonates well with my liking, to be honest. Now the nib is JoWo, and it's a reliable ally. Esterbrook is laser etched here, and again the date of the company, as I mentioned, 1858 is mentioned there as well. This is a fine nib. The barrel unscrews to reveal the friction fit Schmidt converter, which again has been branded with Esterbrook. This is not a very tiny pen, and as you can see, it is placed close to a Parker 51, and the dimensions capped and uncapped can be appreciated well. The weight of the pen is decent. My idea is that it would be close to about 20 grams. Yeah, it's 25.5. and the cap alone would be about 9 grams. So it's a comfortable 15-16 gram pen, and you can use it for long writing sessions. Now let's come to the posting. As you can see that the pen posts pretty well and securely and doesn't wobble at all. It does add a very wee bit of weight on the back, since the cap weight is only about 6 grams, it's not much. And those of you who would like to balance their pen while writing, I think this will take a bit of effort away while writing with this. Coming to the writing with a pen, I think this is lilac or lavender. I'll just check and put the right name in the description. The ink is one of my newer likables is Sailor Blue. The nib is Yo Fine. I've reviewed a lot of pens with Yovo nibs, and Yovo nib is reliable, standard, well performer. As per your need, it may need a bit of tuning. I like to write with slightly more wetness than has already been supplied, so it doesn't really matter. You can simply wing open the nib from here and adjust the flow as per your liking. These nibs hardly flex, and I don't know why you would like to flex this non-standard nib. Reverse writer on an extra fine dry side. Wetness is pretty decent out of the box, and left to me, I would like to slightly tune this for slightly more wetter writing. Now let's talk to Professor Korn regarding his views on this. So Professor, what's your opinion regarding ST? My friend, the phoenix had risen long time back. It's you who has risen now. Okay, I was asking your opinion about the pen. I'd say used, bro, you're the man. See, Doc, let me be very clear that my knowledge about vintage Esterbrook pens or their nibs starts from point S and goes all the way to the point A, which means shunya or zero or nada. So tell me, if I have no connection with the brand and if I have no connection with American history, why would I buy a pen with this value with a Yovo nib? One more in my collection. Can you tell me why? Professor, I knew you'd probably come to that, so I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, I really like the acrylic material. I think it's pretty different from what we've been seeing from other companies like, for that matter, Franklin Christoph or any other Indian pen makers as well. This acrylic, won't you agree, feels a bit different. The capping uncapping mechanism is good and does feel a bit different. I'd say it's pretty robust and satisfactory and pretty smooth workmanship there. And I do also like the trims. They're pretty elegant, minimalistic, but then in a cigar shaped pen, I do find that they're slightly different from the other ones. So unless I didn't have any significant pens with the same nib, I won't be very thrilled about ST, to be honest. But I'd say that given the choice, I'd rather go in with this pen. I understand with its attributes. I'd say I'd go for this pen with a custom grind from my favorite nib master. That will do. What do you say? The Nib Studio, our favorite, Jassi jaisa koi nahi, huh? Yes, to some point, I think you're right that one can't really keep on adding pens which just look different but write all the same. Very true, but then since the material and everything is different, the shape is pretty good, reasonable, well-made trims. It can find a place in your collection if you don't own a lot of pens with the same standard Yovo nibs on them. Yes. So I'd thank again Mr. Joost Appelboom for providing this pen for review, and I'll put the link to buying the pen in the description below. And with that, I'd say stay safe, and I'll see you next time. And do a good deed every day which is not centered upon yourself. Take care.